No.
Hey, your purple preset is showing.
I'm so sorry, dude. Let me put this away.
We have your shot at tickets to this weekend's border battle all week long by showing us your purple preset. Set KFAN as a preset on iHeartRadio. Screenshot it and post it with hashtag KFAN purple preset to your social media. And make sure you follow and tag KFAN as well. Winners will be DM'd this Friday. Get the full rules at KFAN.com keyword contest.
Yeah, show us your purple preset.
Yeah, I got arrested for doing that once.
Hi, Ben.
Good morning, guys. What's going on?
Good morning.
Ben Leber. Hi,
Hey!
No
How are
Twin
you,
Cities
buddy?
live today, so you can roll in a little bit later.
I know, this is so nice. It was nice to get an extra 30 minutes of sleep in. So I appreciate that,
It
guys.
matters.
No, we
Yeah.
appreciate it. We appreciate that you're here at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I wish I could do that, though. I mentioned this last week, last Wednesday, Christmas Eve, right? We did 7 to 9,
Yeah.
so we could sleep in. Well, my body clock woke me up at like 4:15 or 4:30, and I was wide awake. So I'm like, I don't have to get up until 6, but I have nothing to do. I'm wide awake, so I went downstairs and I watched the season finale of Pluribus at like 4:30 in the morning. Because I'm like, I'm up. I'm not just going to stare at the ceiling for an hour and a half. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm so grateful. I don't have. I could sleep anytime, anywhere. That's a very lucky thing.
That's kind of a gift. Especially
really is.
for as much traveling as you do.
Yeah.
You know, to just, I don't know, conk out in a car or a plane and
Yeah.
Yeah, he can do that too
No,
anywhere.
conk out.
Oh.
He's not showing you his purple preset, Zach. Calm down.
You don't want to see it, Zach.
I mean that I'm
It's on
sure
in
it's
Vegas.
I'm sure it's happened.
It's better than your imagination, though.
Yeah.
It always is.
It always is.
It always
isn't
is,
it?
yeah.
Isn't it?
Reality's depressing.
Ben, I have so many
I
questions
hope
for
this
you.
is just
Do
the
you
Matrix.
really?
I have so many things for you and questions for you.
Involving football or just in life
and
general?
life in general.
Okay,
and,
thank
and,
you.
But football
Yeah.
and life.
Okay.
Football is life.
Did you get to
Football is
meet
like-
Snoop?
No.
How close did you get?
Pretty close.
What about Julio Iglesias?
Nope. I met Enrique though.
You did?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
No,
also-
I have not.
Yeah.
I've seen Enrique perform. Man, I get it. I get why the women just tear their clothes off.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny thing about Snoop is from the distance that I saw him, whoa, tall drink of water. Holy cow. Didn't realize he was so tall.
Give me your best possible guess for the height of
Okay,
Snoop
height.
Dogg, Calvin Brodus himself.
Okay, height and weight. I would say 6'5", 230.
He looks like he's 6'5", 120.
Yeah, he looks like
230 was like that was a really bad guess because he does look very thin and frail.
right. He
But
looks
then I was like 170 or 180 sounds really skinny for 6'5" body.
In the Snoop video from 30 years ago, the "What's My Name" video, doesn't he turn? Is it a Rottweiler? What dog does he turn into with that really bad CGI?
no, not Rottweiler. It's a
What kind of dog is that?
German dog.
Not a German
Not a
Shepherd.
no, the oh man, what is that dog called?
I don't know.
A Wiener Schnitzel?
Because
Deutsch Hound.
it is
Yeah, is it a Dachshund?
it is crazy how thin even that dog looked, and I'm like, yeah, that is the dog that Snoop would turn into. He's very sleek.
So Hawk,
Snoop Dogg.
as you try to figure that out, here's the point I was going to make: is tall drink of water. Then when I saw his face, I didn't think it was Snoop. I was like, that looks like a person wearing a Snoop mask. It was him, but there was something about his face that I just didn't think it was like, is that really him?
Oh, you got
Doberman
close enough.
Pinscher.
Oh, a Doberman.
That's it.
Oh, Doberman. There you go.
That's it.
Is that a German dog?
I know that the Germans used them. Doberman Pinscher. Pinscher.
Yeah.
It's not bad enough that they scare you. They pinch you as well. Mm-hmm. I hate being pinched.
By the way, Google says 6'4", 192. So
There you go.
You're pretty.
Yeah, it was. I overguessed on the weight.
So they had Snoop, they had Lainey Wilson, and they had Blind Guy singing along.
And K-pop Demon Hunters, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, everybody universally loved the halftime show, both at US Bank Stadium and at home. So much so that, again, Netflix has already announced the 2026 lineup. It's going to be Dwight Yoakam, Cannibal Corpse, and Chumbawamba.
Who's Cannibal Corpse?
They're a heavy metal band. That's a deep pull. Hey, I was just real glad because I walked into there and I was like, God, I hope there are no demons here. You know, when I got to the stadium, I had a feeling that there might be demons there.
See, I was actually the opposite. I was like, man, I can't wait to see these K-poppers just slay these demons.
Yeah, I know you like watching things get slayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy though? Let's just say hypothetically, we had verified that there were in fact now demons. Okay. and there it's a threat. Like it's on the news. It's like demons are real. Even scientists are like, I wish I could be skeptical, but this is legit.
Yeah,
they're running around. Like, look out.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get somebody to kill these sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Who should we get? How about Korean pop sensations?
Yeah.
I would want, this is the first time ever, I would want like, you know, the guys from Alone or Finding Bigfoot. I would want really outdoorsy, like backyard hicks to go hunt them. I don't want, you know, sleek Korean pop singers that can dance and sing. I want murderers.
I want to be entertained while they do their jobs, though.
Yeah, I want them to sound good doing it.
Yeah, what if they're like the fembots?
Yeah, I don't care.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't need them hunting demons either.
I just want them to be good at their job. I don't really, it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, just get the job done. I don't care if you're singing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
dancing.
are we sending our best? Is that our best option to kill demons?
Do it however
Pop
style
stars?
you want, condom style if you want.
What
Go
now?
ahead.
Yeah.
Condom style.
Yeah, you know, it's latex.
Well, you got to wear protection when you're fighting demons.
That's what the
Don't
pop,
we all?
the K-pop is prophylactics.
You guys ever heard of the choking Doberman?
Didn't he host a show on MSNBC?
MSNBC,
Yeah.
sure, yep.
Listen, man. Listen.
With Rachel Mad Dog.
I looked up Doberman picture on Wikipedia, and at the bottom it said other things, and it said the choking Doberman.
It's a sex move?
No,
Oh, it's not.
no, it's an urban legend.
Can you say it publicly?
Yeah. The choking Doberman is an urban legend that originated in the United States, of course. A story involves a protective pet found by its owner gagging on human fingers. As the story unfolds, the dog's owner discovers an intruder whose hand is bleeding. And that's where the urban legend, the choking Doberman, comes from.
Did the dog die?
I sure hope so.
You hope so.
Oh, and is that where biting the hand that feeds comes from?
Nope. I don't think so.
Because if you bite the hand that feeds, you could choke on the fingers that feeds you.
I mean, poor doggy. So an intruder comes into someone's house.
Yeah.
Doberman does what Dobermans do best.
Yeah, right.
They attack.
Right.
Attack.
Right.
Eat fingers.
Ate this guy's fingers,
Yeah.
just like Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
And then he protects the house and then dies as a result of it?
Well,
That's a terrible thing.
But here's the thing, Ben. Hear me out. He's got a taste for fingers now. You're going to have to put him down eventually because nobody's safe. So you might as well just let him go. Just let him go. Because he loves the taste of finger. Unlike Sauce, who just likes the feel of it.
Oh, my.
Okay. Can we go back to Shark Attack Lady
Oh, yeah, sure.
real quick?
She prefers not to be referred to as that, by the way.
Doesn't have a choice now. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, sorry, that's just your label. Why don't sharks just finish the job? Like, why don't they just eat
I
the
think-
whole body?
Great. It's a great
let's go full circle back to dogs for a second. Over the weekend, my dog Mars puked everywhere,
Fingers.
and we're like, "What the hell?" And then, of course, you know, because she seemed fine, but we're like, "What is she puking up?" And then you realize, oh, she got into the cinnamon Cheerios, and that didn't sit right, right? So
Yeah.
there's something in the dog's stomach that's like, I'm not used to this. I don't know how to process this. Let's just eject it. And then cinnamon Cheerios are all over the carpet, and that's disgusting. I think the shark thing is exactly the same thing, right? Almost all fatal attacks are just out of curiosity, right? You get a bite to see what the hell it is, and when they realize, oh, this isn't on the menu, they normally just spit it out and they move on. But then you probably bleed out. So this shark, I almost said he. I don't know why I think it's a dude. The shark bites her, maybe even pulls her under. If this guy or gal's story is correct that he saw the shark breach with a body in its mouth, pulls her under, bites her. This is not, Manu the Slender. This is a in-shape person that has no blubber. They're looking for blubber on seals.
Yeah.
So they're like, what the hell is this? This is like what is this? A Slim Jim? I don't want this.
Yeah.
They spit her out.
I suppose it's the neoprene of the wetsuit. That's probably the thing that they don't like.
Doesn't
Interesting.
taste good. Yeah.
My guess, though, is
could be
that.
it.
But the thing is, I feel like a lot of shark attacks, whether you're in a wetsuit or not,
Yeah.
they just no like you, icky.
Well, it could also be, it's like, you get large fry. You don't always eat every fry.
The hell you don't.
Well, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you
I
have
didn't mean
to.
to offend you.
But okay, but what about this? You ever gone to like Burger King? You ever go to Burger King and you're eating fries and all of a sudden there'll be like a random onion ring in the fries?
Yeah.
If you're not paying
that's
attention,
gross.
you might temporarily be like, what the hell?
that's
Oh, it's
the
an
worst.
onion ring.
Yeah, that's the worst.
But you spit it out because you're like, what the hell is that? That's not a fry.
Yeah, but you pick it back up.
Instinctually, though, you just spit it out.
But
You do eventually eat it, though.
you don't ever eat every part of the rib. If you get ribs, you don't, the steak, you leave the T-bone out there. I mean,
Yeah, because we can't process bone.
yeah, we
yeah,
can't.
but can sharks
Sharks?
process bone?
Heck yeah, they can.
How do you know?
Well, I'm asking the expert over here, Corey. You watch
Yeah, you're
every
a Shark
great
Week
white
guy.
shark.
Speaking of
play.
fries and sharks,
Shark Week and steak fries. All I know is, again, almost all attacks are investigatory. Nailed it. Bites, right? They want to figure out what it is. And once they realize it's not what they're looking for, they just
Then
they
don't
move
take
on.
such a big bite.
Just
They're
nibble it, man.
incapable of doing a nibble. They're great white sharks. They have rows of razor sharp teeth. Even an investigatory bite is mostly a big problem.
It's a big problem, baby.
It's a bunch of razors
Okay.
and knives
so sharks
biting flesh.
can digest bones due to their incredibly strong stomach acid, but large indigestible bones, like human bones, often get regurgitated as their digestive tract can't process them past the stomach.
Gross.
Can a dog digest fingers?
I don't know if I should ask this, but
I can't even masturbate.
dogs process,
Seems irrelevant.
It does.
digest fingers.
I don't know. The dog from Raising Cane's probably likes chicken fingers.
No, they are not safe for dogs.
Human
cause-
fingers.
Human fingers aren't?
Can cause digestive issues or make your dog sick.
All right, so the list of things that dogs cannot process: human fingers and cinnamon Cheerios
And rawhide.
and rawhide.
Yeah.
Careful with that rawhide, man.
I can tell you what they can digest.
What's that?
Rabbit poop.
No, I know.
Boy, they love frozen
It's the worst.
rabbit
I don't
poop.
understand
I don't
it.
get it.
It's candy.
It's so
to them.
gross.
I know they
Look
don't
like Rolos.
They don't really. They don't really touch it much, at least in my household. They don't touch it much in the summertime. But boy, when those suckers freeze, man, they love them. They love it. It's
the
like,
worst.
What is the astronaut ice cream? What is that stuff? The little
Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots.
Dippin'
Yeah,
Dots.
it's like a Dippin' Dot
Dippin'
out in the
Dots.
yard.
Delicious, man.
It's crazy. Like my last Frenchie never touched it. Never even noticed it was an option. The two idiots that I have now, it's like dropping a homeless person off at a Vegas breakfast buffet.
Yeah.
They go nuts like it's the last time they're ever going to eat.
What if it tastes great? Did you ever try them?
Yeah.
You know, they might be onto something. You're right.
What if they're just delicious?
I mean, I guess I shouldn't
And good
judge.
for you, too.
Now think about that homeless person going to that buffet, but imagine every piece of food is stuck to the chafing dish.
Oh.
Because that is the funny thing about watching the dogs. Like one of my small dogs will get down on the ground
Like dancing?
and to be scraping his mouth trying to pry off the
'Cause it's
Dippin' Dot.
frozen.
Yeah, because it's frozen. He's got to work for it.
Yeah.
That sweet morsel of dung.
Title of the
Button
podcast.
bar.
Title of the
Waiting for that
podcast.
And
one.
button bar, too, please. Please.
Morsel of dung.
That sounds like a Lord of the Rings title.
I Google the podcast titles because it's a quick way of like, I can look at my history and.
Oh, good idea.
The problem is when you Google some of these, Google's AI now starts judging you. And it's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. It gave me the Dung parable, Luke 13, chapters 6 through 9.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. I know that one.
Dung is mentioned in the Bible.
Sure.
Apparently, the commodity that, the word, it's our word for fertilizer, but God uses the word dung.
Dung, yeah, man. Poopy.
You mentioned Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I only watched this video once, but it made me laugh. So I don't know if it was fake or if it was a setup, but there was a dad that put a whole bunch of names of movies in a hat, Christmas movies, for the whole family to watch for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So each kid writes like Home Alone, throws it in the hat. Elf, throws it in the hat. Christmas Story, throws it in the hat. The dad stuffed the ballot box with about 90 of Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. So the kid puts his hand in the thing and pulls out. She's like, 2 towers, and like all the kids start like crying and free. Like, I don't want to watch this. And sure enough, the dad throws it on the big screen, and they're watching Lord of the Rings, 2 Towers for Christmas, and the kids are pissed off.
Oh, that's great.
If that's true and not a whole acting job, that's a genius idea.
It's a great idea.
All right, when we get back, and who brought us the news, by the way, Zeko?
World Juniors, MN26.com. Get your tickets. Again, Slovakia today, Sweden Wednesday, and then the medal round, quarterfinals Friday, and then hopefully a run to the gold for U.S. But regardless, whoever's playing, it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, let's have some
Who's
fun.
playing well for Team USA?
Well, I would say, there's not, I think, one standout. Brody Zemer, Golden Gopher. He has been playing very, very well. Got one of the goals on Saturday, and he's, again, it's a whole total team effort right now.
Was his grandfather the inventor of the refreshing alcoholic beverage?
That's correct.
Does that still exist?
No. Nope.
It's over for Zima.
Yeah, I believe they had to change the name after the Dateline NBC episodes.
Yeah, not the greatest endorsements.
It just went back to being called Moonshine.
Anyway, thank you.
Thanks, World Juniors.
Yeah, appreciate you.
All right, sports in a second. More with Ben Leber after this Power 2 Morning Show on The Fan.
We all had that one teacher who believed in us. Show your gratitude with Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate a public school teacher to win $5,000 for the classroom. iHeartRadio.com/teachers today.
Welcome back, Power Trip Morning Show. Take it all the way back to Christmas Day in Harrison Smith in the victorious Vikings locker room. Talking about next year.
I can't speak on that right now. I'm very much in the moment type of guy. So I'm going to enjoy this with the guys I've gone to work with and enjoy my family and the holidays. And that'll handle itself when it does.
Hell of a game for Harrison Smith. Ben Lieber's in. It's Monday. We're live in studio here on the 29th of December. Corey, Zach, myself, and Ben. Hi, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hi. Great to see your face.
Great to see you.
Yeah.
Defense played super well on Christmas Day.
Yeah, it was awesome. I haven't seen a performance like that in a really, really long time, and it was
Pride.
Yeah, a lot of pride for those guys. A lot of pride.
A lot of pride.
Yeah, and thankfully because the offense was pretty bad. So not much to talk about there. Really. If the defense didn't shine like it did, it would have been just a horrible, horrible Christmas Day game. But defense came out, and the surprising thing is, after the fact, I was talking to one of the Lions coaches, and at least the quick reaction was, he's like, "You guys didn't do anything that we weren't prepared for." Like B-Flow ran his system. He did what he did. He exactly what we thought he was going to do. We just could not stop it. Like we could not get the right count with our offensive line. Obviously we were flustered. We couldn't figure out, where they were coming from. But as far as did B-Flow do anything different as far as throwing new blitzes at him, new coverages? No, he just did what he normally does, and they still could not figure it out.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Is Sunday's game against the Packers the last time we will see Brian Flores on a Viking sideline? Yes or no?
I mean, I hope not. I think if the rumors are true about Dallas, it's probably the best path for him to just get elevated into the head coaching role. Like, I would feel really bad that.
What's the Dallas rumor?
So the rumor is the Cowboys want him to come there and replace Eberflus as a defensive coordinator. And a lot of people are like, well, why would he make a lateral move, to defensive coordinator? Well, the idea is, at least in my thought, is like they would kind of give him this job, assistant head coach, give him all the titles. He'd probably get a huge pay raise. And then if things fall apart with Brian Schottenheimer, then they just elevate him into head coach.
What a weird dynamic, though, right? If you're Flores, is that even the dynamic you want? Is to be, ready to stab your head coach in the back?
See, I don't think so either.
I don't think that's ideal at all.
But I think that's the only way in my mind that he makes a lateral move.
Well, can I ask you, please, to do me a favor, Ben?
Yeah.
This is one of the main questions I wanted to ask you. Speaking of Brian Flores, I'm glad you brought it up, Core, because that's where I was going to. For those of us who have very little memory, who turned 55 and can feel it just fading into nothingness, can you remind me what Flores did to get such a check mark against his name? And the reason I ask is because any other defensive coordinator would have been hired immediately after the game on Christmas Day by some team who needed a coach. That defensive performance across the country was said to have been one of the greatest things ever seen by these eyes.
Yeah.
Any other defensive coordinator would be a head coach today for another team. Tell me what he did to keep that from happening.
Well, from a 30,000 foot view, I think a year and a half, 2 years ago, people would have said like, "Oh, he's suing his former team in the Miami Dolphins and the NFL for basically wrongful termination." And I think that there was some racially charged things in there as well when it comes to the NFL part of it. I think there's this an overarching like, ooh, boy, this is kind of toxic. Don't want to touch this. Let's let all the legal stuff figure its stuff out. I would say in the last 18 months, though, when some of the maybe legal term discovery stuff has come out, and when he was with the Miami Dolphins, the rumors are he really clashed with the owner because the owner wanted to tank the team for his last year to get a higher draft pick. They believed in Tua Tagovailoa. He did not. He said, I want to bring in somebody else. There was a huge power struggle in the way that Ross, the owner, saw the team, the direction of the team, and what he saw as the direction of the team. He was fired because he basically wouldn't play ball with the owner. Now, in hindsight, and this is why I think a lot of people are going to kind of brushing all of these allegations in this lawsuit aside, is because Brian Flores is correct. Like, he stood up for integrity. He stood up for what he believed in. He was hired to do a job that he said he thought he was fully capable of doing. And when you're getting handcuffed by the owner and getting led down a different path and ultimately fired. And then I think there's the legal action against the league, which I don't know as much about, to be honest with you. I think that there was some other stuff going on in the next hiring process as to why he's suing the league as well. I think, again, a year or two ago, it was like, ooh, it just seems like toxic. Don't want to touch him. Now that the details are coming out, it's like, oh, that's what this is all about? Well, we can sell that to our fans. Like, our owner, shouldn't have a problem with that, even though there's a legal process going on. So I think a lot of that stuff is simmered down, and I think that he is hireable again, and I don't think it's going to be sort of a quote-unquote PR nightmare. Unfortunate for all of us as Vikings fans, I think that we might lose him.
Yeah.
And I think it's great for him. He's still pretty young. He's super talented. He's beloved. And that's the other thing. A lot of people were talking about the Miami situation, saying that he wasn't well liked. He kind of burned some bridges, the way that he treated players, yada, yada. And then, again, Tua going out publicly, I think with an ESPN article about, the things that were said behind the scenes. And, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Like, you got a tough-minded head coach that probably says some stuff to motivate you. And if you don't like it, does that mean that he's a bad guy, or you just didn't like the coaching tactics? It seems like everybody here in Minnesota loves him, and his coaching tactics are completely fine. I mean, Van Ginkel was with him in Miami. He didn't have a problem signing a free agent contract here with him. Like, he knows who he is. So I think that the whole vibe and the mood around him is shifting, and he is going to be the hottest commodity on the market as far as head coaches go. And if he finds a job that he likes, I think that he's gone.
I was looking earlier in regards to what I just asked you for anything updating what's going on with the class action lawsuit. And this is what I found. And this is one of the million reasons. This is real low on the list why I'm not a lawyer. A, not smart enough. B, don't care. I mean, there's so many letters here. We have to go into triple and quadruple letters of why I'm not a lawyer. But trying to read through all this junk literally made my hair fall out of my head. I'm bald. This is a class action lawsuit alleging race discrimination in the National Football League's hiring of coaching staff. On February 1st, 2022, former Miami Dolphins coach Brian Flores, who had been fired by the Dolphins and then rejected from other coaching jobs, filed a class action complaint against the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York against the NFL, the Dolphins, the New York Giants, and the Denver Broncos. Flores put forth evidence that he was subjected to sham interviews for coaching roles only to satisfy NFL hiring rules, not because he was under serious consideration. And then he goes on and on and on. And as of November of 2025, there was another article listed in regards to this complaint. Mm-hmm. So it's still happening as we speak. And I do love that in this complaint that I'm reading right now, somebody accidentally wrote the Tennessee Titans.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
Must have been sauce. That's how he spells it.
Yep.
So just to recap here, he got fired from Miami because of an overbearing owner, and now there are rumors that he might go to Dallas.
Good.
Right. That I know. That's the funny thing is, like, as I was speaking about that, it's like less and less likely that he would probably end up in Dallas. But that is the hot rumor that he would take the DC job in Dallas. And the only logical reason that you can think that he would make a lateral move is just because he would be the head coach in waiting if Brian Schottenheimer is not successful, which is crazy because, to your point, Corey, why would they bring in a Trojan horse?
Yeah.
It's like
Just hire him now.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is like all bad juju for the team. I mean, if we're thinking that here, I mean, of course, they're thinking the same thing there. Yeah. And Brian Schottenheimer's like, well, I'm a dead man.
Definitely.
Then just fire me so I can go get another job.
Yeah.
So that is part of the racial stuff that I wasn't quite sure of. And the thing is, like, everybody knows he's right.
Yeah.
Completely. There are sham interviews done all the time because of the Rooney Rule. All the time. Like, and they know it. And I think even the minority coaches, they know it. Some of these guys, though, that they just like, well, if you're young and you're getting some of these interviews, it is good experience. But I think by and large, a lot of them know that, like, I'm not a serious candidate for this job. They just have to check a box. I don't know the best way around that. I think the Rooney Rule, the essence of the Rooney Rule, it's like the essence of a lot of laws that we make in this country are like, I think there's great intentions with it. It's just abused and not exercised in the right way. And the guys know it.
Well, I think the one thing for all coaching interview candidates, though, is getting your name thrown out there, like so-and-so interviewed for the Broncos head coaching job or the Dolphins head coaching job or whatever it is. It does kind of put you on the map, right? Like, even if the interview goes nowhere, it's like, oh, that guy's maybe a year or two away. I think it definitely gives people name recognition when they wouldn't have had it before.
Yeah.
And there definitely are cases of Rooney Rule, like, well, this guy's not like, wasn't Tomlin even supposed to be a throwaway, but then he wowed him and then got the job?
I don't know, because he was like one of their first interviews.
Okay, that might be the case. I'm thinking of somebody else, but I feel like we have a handful of stories where it probably was just, well, we're supposed to do this, so we have to do this. But then you get in the door and you blow them away. That's the whole idea, right? Is like you get exposed to people that you maybe weren't going to consider. Who knows?
And
Either
you get
way,
experience doing an interview.
for sure. I guess we'll always be curious why Flores immediately felt like it was a sham and why it wasn't serious. Because my guess is it might not be so obvious, right? But he felt that it was a sham.
Well, that's why I mentioned that's why I mentioned the part where like the young coaches will use it as experience. And again, in his situation, he was fired as a head coach,
right?
So his name's already out there. People already he already has a reputation. So I don't know exactly what happened to make him think that this is something that I need to press charges on, or at least bring a class action lawsuit against.
Yeah.
But look, we all know that it exists. We all know that the DEI stuff exists within the NFL and in a lot of corporations. It's partly ridiculous and it wastes a lot of people's time.
Yeah.
I don't know legal action, what you can really do and how you can prove it. But again, that is one thing that I think is still hovering over him, that I believe personally, again, I don't think that's a tough sell to the owners. I think it might be a little tough on their inner circle of like, dude, you're hiring this guy that's suing all of us, basically.
Right.
I don't know. I guess I don't know enough details. I would say, well, here's a very talented coach. He's young. He can motivate. I think that he can bring our team a championship. That's more important than what the NFL is dealing with on the legal side.
He literally checks every box.
Every box.
And Ben, you've been around him way more than I have, but anytime I've been around him, he exudes head coach.
Oh, yeah.
He exudes authority, intimidation, and love. All of those things. There's nothing about him I've ever seen where I thought, well, there's a mark against him. You know?
No. And the thing is, from the way I understand, like, I don't know his family personally at all, but I've met people that know his family in the suburb he lives in, and everybody gushes about how great his family is, how nice he is, just, even when he's just being a dad. I've seen him at basketball tournaments. Like, I know he's as involved as he can be with his kids when the time allows. Like, he literally just checks every single box that you want. Like,
everything.
He's a family guy. He's super approachable. He's nice. He's a genius as far as a defensive guy goes. Like, he has head coaching experience. Like, that's why I'm like, I think we're going to lose him. I don't want to lose him, but I think we're going.
When you keep seeing Pete Carroll getting a job, you keep seeing people like that continue to get hired in the NFL, you just say, what in the hell, right?
Yeah.
No offense to Pete Carroll, but you get my point. He's 102.
Well, let's talk about Pete when we get back briefly, because the number one pick bowl was basically yesterday.
Yeah.
What a strange thing.
I know.
Way to go, Giants. Way to go. What a waste. We'll do Vikings news in a second. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Grab your crew and join us for a Michelob Ultra Wolves watch party at Casper's in Eagan tonight. Come hang with KFAN's own Max Fuller from 7 to 9 p.m. and play halftime trivia to win awesome prizes. Plus, enjoy food and drink specials while you cheer on the Wolves. Don't miss out. All the details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
2 questions regarding your former stardom in San Diego. A, did you talk to Drew Brees when he was in for the Christmas Day game? Did you talk to him at all?
I talked to him during that week.
Yeah.
I talked to him a couple days before the game, and then I just saw him in the hallways, so to speak, down below. Yeah.
Were you talking to him because it's like, hey, good to catch up, or was he reaching out to ask you about the Vikings to get ready for the broadcast?
A little bit of both, but mostly just to catch it, or mostly just to talk about the game,
the recon,
and the doing some research and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, that's question number 1.
That's
question
cool.
number 2: could you please reach out to Methuselah and see if he's willing to come play for the Vikings next year?
Methuselah.
Yeah.
or Yoda, or Gandalf?
Yeah,
Basically,
your
Phillip
former
Rivers.
teammate, Phillip Rivers.
Oh,
Rivers.
God, that would be great.
Dude, it would be great.
Dadgummit.
That's a guy who can stay healthy.
Yeah.
We could have the oldest quarterback in NFL history and one of the youngest.
And the youngest.
Yeah. God, it'd be so fun.
It's like Obi-Wan and that other guy.
You guys would freaking love Phil. He is the best.
Phil.
Like the groundhog, Phil.
Yeah.
Phil.
Yeah, he's great. I love the stories. I love, every time he gets in front of a microphone, I feel like there's something compelling to say and listen to. And
He talks trash in such a great way.
well, did you guys all see his mic'd up stuff
Yeah.
from the very first game? Yeah. It's even when he's celebrating, he doesn't even let himself go to drop any sort of vulgarity at all. Yeah. It's frick yeah.
I love it. I love it.
And dang it and darn it. It's like it really is. It's not an act like that. It really is. That's all it's not like we know each other from for like 30 years, but like the time that he walked in the locker room in San Diego to what you see now, it's the same dude. Like and all the stories that connect all the pieces, like that's how he is. He's the cleanest trash talker I've ever been around. And it's so funny.
I love it.
Yeah.
I want him to be here. I want that kind of a backup quarterback. So we always have somebody healthy and somebody who talks trash by saying, dang it.
Oh, the nice thing too is if he was the backup quarterback, how much pressure and weight I think he'd take off of McCarthy from a week to week attention basis. Because I think there'd be more interviews done with Phillip.
Oh,
And just in a big brother capacity. And then McCarthy can just go and just focus on what he needs to focus on. He'll do his one interview a week, and then that's it.
But doesn't Rivers miss like 6 to 7 games a year because of the birth of another kid, though? So you can't really count on him.
No, I mean, so it's so old hat that he
That he doesn't even take the time off. All right, that's
no,
cool.
I mean, he's there for the birth, I'm sure, but then he's just like, all right, I
Right
gotta
back
go
to work.
Yeah, I
and
gotta
it's
do
so
my-
easy for his wife now,
Yeah, I think they just do it at home.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's one of those magic carpets that had like a ski hill. You just,
Holy crap, I didn't know I was pregnant.
man, good for Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
No, seriously,
Didn't
what-
win any games.
It's like leaving the Metrodome.
Oh, that's great.
So like
Word of the week right there. I don't know if you're awake and listening, guys, but there you go.
Don't know why they would be. Yeah, it would have been such a better story if he had won a game or 2 or 3, but obviously, whatever. It was still cool that he went out there and slung it, but didn't win, right? 0 for 3, I think.
Didn't he throw 5 touchdowns this last week or something like that? Am I wrong?
I don't think so.
No, I don't
he
think
didn't.
so.
I thought he had like a big game. Big game.
I don't think so.
Phil.
Yeah,
I'm going to think about that and laugh again later. That was a really
That was
good line.
really good,
Really,
yeah.
really well done.
that was super funny.
Yeah.
All right, should we do Vikings news?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hold on, let me hit the news.
Or as Phil would say, heck yeah.
For Vikings news
Vikings
on the
news.
Power Trip, presented by
Radco, your truck accessory pro store.
Sunday
Thank
at
you, Racco.
noon, Ben, is the last game. I'm sure you've already heard, but they release the times after they realize what games are going to matter and what games aren't. The Vikings and Packers will square off right here on the Fan at noon on Sunday to wrap up 2025. Chris led off last segment with that Harrison Smith soundbite saying he hasn't thought ahead till next year. He doesn't know yet. But I think we're going to see a dramatically different team next year. There's a lot of older, high-priced free agents that might be one and done. There's a lot of guys like Harrison Smith that might retire. Quarterback room, I think, is going to look dramatically different. I don't know. I think this is going to be the year of the turnover. I think we're going to have a pretty significant turnover in the offseason. I think the roster is going to look very different. Give me some names that you think might play their last game for the Purple on Sunday.
Well, the thing is, it is true that it happens every single year, but I think because of cap space and all that stuff too, like they might not be in a position to keep a lot of these guys. So, let's kind of go through a little bit of the cap numbers and all this other stuff. So Brian O'Neill for next year is going to have a $23 million cap hit.
Pay it.
Now, I think that you pay him. Like you pay it. I mean, that's what he's contracted to make. I think that there might be a restructure in there, whatever. Gernard's second. You got to keep him around. Hawkinson, $21 million. He's probably gone. Jefferson's $38 million. Obviously, he stays. Van Ginkel, $19 million. He stays. Harrison, counts for Harrison Smith, $4.3 million. Most likely he's gone. Darrisaw's at $23 million. You got to keep him around. Aaron Jones, $14 million. Likely that he's gone. Hargrave, $21 million. Likely he's gone. Jonathan Allen, $21 million. I would say that he's had a better year than Hargrave. Maybe not as splashy of a player when it comes to what you would hope out of this guy, but I could see him sticking around. Byron Murphy, $19 million. He probably sticks around. Anyway, Ryan Kelly, he's most likely gone. He's going to retire because of concussions. That's $12 million off the books.
Louise, man.
And then from there, it just kind of goes down. But I think if you kind of shed the contracts of Ryan Kelly, that's $12 million, Hargraves $21 million, and Hawkinson $21 million right there. I mean, you're good. You're fine. I don't think that we get under the cap. They'll make some other moves. They might extend some guys just to smooth out some money. They'll find ways to be some spenders in free agency. But the point is, yeah, I mean, it's gonna look different. But I don't think it's going to be one of those oh man, what a knife to the heart we can't keep this guy. I think the moves that they make will be necessary moves. And I think from the fan base perspective, be all right, well, we can probably find somebody else cheaper that can replace that guy's production.
How different will the quarterback room look next season?
I mean, we definitely have to find a capable backup because that's a pretty glaring need. I think we all like Brosmer as a person. I don't think that he's given us any confidence that he can step in a reserve role and pick up the pieces and even be close to what Nick Mullins was.
So what is Brosmer doing poorly? Does he have enough time? Is he holding on to the ball too long? Is the line not protecting him? And is he inaccurate? What is not working? Because clearly it's what did he have? 51 yards on Christmas, and it felt like less than that. It felt like 10. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely just going to be more experience in this type of system. I'm not saying that he's not going to be capable in a 2 years or something like that, but I wouldn't feel comfortable if he was the true backup going into next season after what we've seen. I mean, I think that there's a mentality that is promising, but from an execution standpoint, it seems like he's got a ways to go.
But as an undrafted free agent, if he was quarterback 3 and they truly were still developing him, but no expectation that he's going to see the field. Any problem with Brosmer as the third guy?
Not at all.
So number 3, fine, but we need a true backup. Unless JJ's the backup because they make some kind of crazy deal for Burrow or whatever the deal is. But
yeah, I don't
as
see
unlikely
that
as that is.
Right.
So you still think JJ's going to likely be the starter, a significant upgrade at backup, and then possibly Brosmer at the 3?
Yeah, and the thing is, I know that we can't be super choosy in this free agent market for a backup quarterback because there's just not a lot of guys out there. But I do think if you could be strategic about who you bring in, it is somebody that, let's just say, lack of better comparison, is built and looks more like a Sam Darnold and a little bit more like a Kirk Cousins, that has a naturally talented arm. That is,
you got a name?
Probably taller in stature. No, I don't have a name right now.
Didn't you just say it though? Don't you think that Kirk Cousins is a legitimate candidate?
I don't know how that contract situation works out.
Right. That's a tough.
I mean, that's a tough thing because if they just flat out release him and then there is no contract obligation, then sure you can bring him. You can bring him back in. But yeah. I don't know, man. What
about Mac Jones? I know he's not a free agent, you'd have to trade for him. But
trade for him.
You just mentioned Brian Flores potentially would go to a place like Dallas if he could be the head coach in waiting, right? That's not necessarily the case here, but it might be somewhere like Dallas. I feel the same thing about Mac Jones. I would think Mac Jones is only leaving San Francisco for a true starting job.
Yeah.
But he's never going to start if Purdy's healthy in San Francisco, right? That's their guy. You could come to Minnesota and go, the leash on McCarthy is going to be short. If he doesn't play well, I'm going to be the starter for the Vikings quickly. Right? This is a pretty short path if he thinks McCarthy is going to stumble. But if you're Mac Jones's agent, you might say, I'm not interested in getting traded anywhere unless I'm going to be the starter. let alone waiting for a guy like McCarthy to fall.
Well, it is tricky too, because if you're Mac Jones, do you feel like, oh, I've completely resurrected myself and reformed my game to where I can play in any system in the league, any team that needs a starting quarterback? I don't think that that's true. Like, I think that these guys, they start to fall into a pattern that best suits them. And if he feels like a Kyle Shanahan type of system is where he's going to play at his best, well, then that kind of limits you of what's going to be available. I mean, I don't think that he's going to be a guy that can just go out there and, rip it down the field, 50 or 60 yards every single time and look for the big play and be an explosive passer all the time. Like, that's not his game. If he truly is really looking at it holistically of how he's gotten better as a quarterback, if he wants to go out there and just chase the money and say, like, I'm just going to go to the highest bidder and I don't really care, well, I don't think that that's a smart move. Like, he's in a position where he has a lot of control.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you take that very lightly, because that rarely comes around in the league. So all that being said, I think there are going to be some bidders for him. I don't think that you get into a bidding war with him. And I think that you'd have, with every quarterback that comes in, I don't know what the conversation is going to be. I don't have any insight on that thing. But, I mean, what do you tell these guys? Do you say, hey, you have a legit opportunity to come in here and start? Or do they say, hey, we're going to give this kid one more year. We want you to push him. We want you to, like, be a mentor for him. But this is his team for another year. I don't know what those conversations
Tougher sell.
like. That's a tougher sell.
Recency bias, but the last couple of weeks have changed the conversation around Malik Willis as well. Mm-hmm. Does that interest you at all? Again, forget how likely it is. I don't know what his contract situation is either. Forget how likely it is that he goes from the Green Bay Packers to the Vikings. Just in general, if he was available, would you be interested?
Sure, I'd be interested. But again, I think he's probably thinking he's playing himself into a starting role. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I can't blame these guys for leveraging themselves when you get few opportunities to leverage yourself as a quarterback in this league. So, we are in a predicament for sure. There's not a lot of guys out there. Not a lot of guys. Even was it Brissett in Arizona? Like, he's played himself into a starting role there. Then that means, is Kyler Murray a guy that you want to bring in? No.
Especially not as a backup. Like,
no.
That seems like that would be toxic.
I think it'd be toxic, and I don't think he fits the system. So there's going to be guys available, but are they going to be good for what KOC wants to do? Is he going to have to, like, reshape his offense, like he's had to reshape his offense for McCarthy? I don't think you want to do that.
KOC's in pretty good shape. Maybe he's his own backup. He knows his system. He could still,
He's younger than Rivers,
He's younger
is he
than
not?
Rivers.
How old's KOC? Like 42?
I think, yeah.
Let's see here.
While you're looking at that, earlier you asked a question about why Michigan hired that guy as old as he is.
66 years old.
Oh, Whittingham?
KOC's only 40, by the way.
40. There you go.
Oh, Kyle. Wait, what'd you guys say about Kyle?
I just said this is not anti-Kyle at all. I just can't believe that Michigan hired a 66-year-old.
Here's listener
That
Chuck
just
sent
shocked
this
me a little
email.
bit.
The reason Michigan hired the older guys is because they didn't need another young guy chasing the punani.
Well, who sent that?
A listener named Chuck.
Okay, Chuck, I hate to break it to you. 66-year-olds also into that. I could give you a laundry list of public figures, politicians, athletes,
He's 73.
rock stars, former sports broadcasters. There's so many people that are still into it at 66.
I love the word punani.
But not him. I mean, I love the hire.
Yeah.
It's an awesome hire. Great hire. I hope all the Michigan fans out there, you guys are wiping the sweat off your brow, because that fell into your lap. One of the most respected college football coaches to ever coach.
Is that right?
Oh, my.
I really don't know
Kyle
anything about
Whittingham? Oh, my God.
Yeah, no kidding.
He is a stud.
Let's talk more about that when we come back. I don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
All right, Fan 5 in a second. 8 o'clock hour of the Power to Morning Show with Ben Leber after this on the Fan.